Hello there. Welcome to Full Record Jacket with Phil and Ben. I being the Phil and he being the Ben in blue over there. And we are so honoured tonight because we have a special guest who's been a great supporter of our channel. He watched us once and for some reason came back for more. And he's done that more than once as well. It's Sam Mortley, best known to YouTubers as the host of Shoegazer93. That's what he does. He spends most of his time
looking at these.
Gazing at shoes. Yeah.
I can see why. They are pretty.
Sam, welcome.
Oh.
Thank you very much for having me. Beautiful to be here.
It's a pleasure. It really is. So let's just first of all talk about Shoegaze and briefly about your channel as well. Shoegaze, if someone asked me what Shoegaze, I'd have to say it's kind of like I'll probably go into Wikipedia mode and say it's a sub-genre of indie guitar music that's based on being a bit blissed out. Is that a good enough description?
Yeah, being ethereal, being I like the message there. Yeah, kind of like the 4AD kind of thing, being ethereal, coming straight out of goth and indie rock, kind of posh indie rock, if you like, impressionistic and surrealistic.
Indie
Dreamy.
rock for people who had a job.
Yeah.
And your channel,
your
channel, Sam, Shoegazer93, you've got over 1,000 subscribers to that, and I guess it's a genre-specific channel.
Rick Beato, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be king of the internet soon. But obviously, your followers are clearly people who are really into the genre. And I've seen you do a lot of guitar stuff on there. You talk about releases. How has it been? How long have you been doing the channel, and how have you had the experience?
Well, I would say I really started taking it seriously probably last year, 2023, and I tried to produce a variety of content. So some of it will be like gig footage of gigs I attend, and some of it will be history. Some of it will be, interviewing other people like within the genre.
That's very cool. Yeah, in fact, not recently, didn't you interview one of the guys who was one of the engineers on one of the Kitchens of Distinction albums?
Yeah, and the Verve, Storm in Heaven.
I love that album.
Yeah,
I got into that album.
Only when you did your 93 discussion, yeah?
93 discussion. I listened to that album, and it's one of those albums where I sort of thought, I think it's probably a better album than Urban Hymns, because Urban Hymns is just about the singles, whereas that was a more complete album. I know people out there are probably going to go, what are you talking about? But, I know stuff. I know things.
Yeah. It's a different kind of record, though, isn't it?
It is,
totally,
yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
They were a different band back then.
Weren't we all, Philster?
Yeah. Now, I must say that since we got in touch with you, Sam, you've kind of turned us both back onto shoegaze. I mean, I remember some of the bands being around in the early 90s. I go back far enough to remember reading about them and hearing some of the big bands
the
like
1890s.
Ride. Yeah, My Bloody Valentine and Ride, etc. But there's a lot of those other ones that I'd never really got into, or never really listened to, or had the chance to hear. And of course, now you can just go on and stream all this stuff. And I'm getting pulled into shoegaze in quite a big way.
Woo-hoo.
I may be,
great.
What
a great man! What a great man!
I'm going to be listening to it on a regular basis from now on. But we're never going to know as much as you. So we thought that's why we've invited you on.
We'll see about that.
To do the Shoegaze quiz. Of 25 questions. There's 1 point for each question. Some of them are multiple choice. Most of them are multiple choice. There may be 3 or 4 choices, apart from one, which we expect you to know, obviously. And
but there is a forfeit.
Zero pressure.
There is a forfeit, though, Sam.
Oh,
with all these things.
Could it be football related in any way?
No, it's not going to be football related. I wouldn't make Sam wear an Exeter shirt. But what I will say is failure to reach the 16 marker line will result in all posters being torn down, vinyl being burnt like the Beatles were in America in the 60s. And you shall replace it with things like Enya and Nana Cherry and the Cause.
Yeah, and all the rubbish being played at Glastonbury this year.
Yes,
maybe
Shania Twain.
Perhaps the forfeit should be that Sam has to go on and do a video where he raves about Coldplay.
Yes.
How about that?
Well, a rant about Coldplay, more like.
Yeah.
Ben, should we get it going with question one?
We'll get it going. Are you ready, young Sam?
Oh yeah, let's go.
Let's go, baby. Right. Question 1. Tony Halliday, or Mr. Halliday, as people may know him as, or Mr. and Mrs. Halliday's lad, is best known as vocalist for which band?
It shows how much Ben knows about shoegaze, because that's actually a woman.
Yeah. You're actually a woman, Ben. My God.
I don't like to what's the word? Preempt somebody's gender.
Specify.
Yeah. I don't like to be caught. All right, you two. So what's the bloody answer? I'm not giving you the multiple choice.
What a great start, Phil. What a great start.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Is it curve, slow dive, or my bloody I don't care? Oh, look at that. The answer's on the poster. Look at that.
There it is.
He's got
curve.
one. He's got one. Yeah. It is curve. I've seen them when I listened to Slow Dive and that. They did come up on my Spotify as artists I should listen to. So
yeah,
we shall do that.
Pretty industrial, aren't they? Kind of like more experimental garbage.
Yes, yeah. I'm looking forward to this new genre that I'm going to experience. So after I've learnt which ones are male and female in the band. So
okay, Sam, question 2.
Yeah.
Which UK journalist is credited with labelling the London shoegaze scene as the scene that celebrates itself? Was that Stuart McConey?
He's a man.
David Hepworth?
That's the Britpop guy.
He's a man as well.
Steve Sutherland?
He's a bloke.
Or Steve Lamacq?
Mr. Lamacq.
So the scene that celebrates itself.
Yeah, who wrote that in?
Mr. Lamacq sounds like the creator of McDonald's or something like.
Yeah, so is it
the French McConey, McDonald's?
Yeah,
Stuart McConey, David Hepworth, Steve Sutherland, or Steve Lamacq?
I think it's Steve Sutherland.
You are correct.
Ooh, yes,
it was Steve Sutherland.
Just give me 1 second.
Cool.
You may have to hold off on those Enyas. Just keep them there, okay? Sorry, I've got the everyman at the door. He's got a parcel for Plymouth full of Enyas records that people are trying to burn. Right, question 3. I'm sorry, Enya, if you listen. I know you do. I don't mean it. And you, Celine Dion. In 1986, the members of the Cocteau Twins released a collaboration album called The Moon and the Melodies, co-credited along with an ambient composer.
Oh.
Who was the ambient composer? Was it David Lanz, Brian Eno, or Harold Budd from Neighbours?
I'm gonna have to admit I'm struggling with this one. This could be the one when you go Phil like that. That could be one of them when you do that, like on the Stones quiz.
Phil, I think we've got him.
Well, ambient.
Yeah, the Enyas, they might be going.
Do you want to read those 3 again, Ben?
It is Harold Budd, Brian Eno, or David Lanz, or Lance, depending on, how posh you are.
Gonna go for Harold Budd.
Oh, God! Hold off with the Enyas. Don't post them yet.
Oh, really?
It is correct. It is Harold Budd.
Oh, phew.
Oh, he took that one out.
Yeah, I did sweat a little bit with that one, I gotta say. Yeah.
I tell you, I'm proud of you for that one.
Well, a bit of a gas there.
Yeah. So, question 4, Phil, so over to you.
Okay, Sam, which of these is not the title of an EP by the Cocteau Twins? So which is not the Cocteau Twins?
God, this is going to be hard because they got weird names.
Okay. The Spangle Maker.
I love that. That's brilliant.
Tiny Dynamite.
That's what I'm known as around these parts.
Dust and Guitars. It's just three there. So I'll read them again. The Spangle Maker, Tiny Dynamite, Dust and Guitars. Which of those was not the Cocteau Twins?
I think Dust and Guitars.
I'm going to have to move my shoes. I can smell them.
I've heard of the other two. I'm pretty sure it's Dust and Guitars. The one that isn't.
Well, the Spangle Maker.
Really?
The Spangle Maker it was an EP by the Cocteau Twins.
Ooh.
Tiny Dynamite was an EP by the Cocteau Twins.
Oh,
Dust and Guitars.
Yes.
He's home.
He's
home running this. He's home running this, you see.
I think something to do with This Mortal Coil or something like that. I think it was an EP by This Mortal Coil. So that's where I nicked that one from. So you are correct. You've got 4 out of 4 so far.
Nice one.
Right, here we go. Talking of Mortal Coil, the 4AD label project, This Mortal Coil, released 3 original studio albums, but which of them had the longest running time at 76 minutes and 15 seconds?
You kidding me?
Was
man?
it?
I don't know.
Was it? It'll End in Tears, which it probably will.
This question good, yeah.
Filigree and Shadow. That is right, isn't it? Filigree and Shadow.
Filigree and Shadow.
Filigree and Shadow. That's what Phil says his name to posh people. Oh, it's Filigree. Or Blood. So it'll End in Tears, Filigree and Shadow, or Blood.
So what? This is the last This Mortal Coil record, is it? What was the question?
It's a Mortal Coil record. Released 3 original studio albums, but which of them had the longest running time at 76 minutes and 15 seconds?
Well, you might have got me here. I mean,
we've got him, Phil.
Yeah, might go on to a Coventry City losing streak here if I'm not careful. I'm gonna say, hey, shots fired. Shots fired.
Yeah, well, unlike your strike force this season.
Whoa. We'll see what we're like under Rooney.
Yeah.
Well,
let's see how Birmingham did.
I'm gonna go for Blood.
Oh my good God! He's
really?
That's correct. Yeah,
wow, pulled out of the bag. Wow.
You have literally pulled
blood
out of the bag.
I did a Georgia at the Euros there.
Yeah, you have. They were smashing the other day, I must admit. Yeah, damn. 5 out of 5, Philster.
It's amazing. Yeah, that was the longest stuffed full on that CD.
It's about as long as Be Here Now.
Okay. What's you looking at?
Hey!
Let's see what Sam knows about the old roots of shoegaze.
Okay.
Sam, question 6.
This is back in Phil's days, is it? The 1800s?
Yeah, the 1800s.
The Beach Boys track, All I Want to Do, has been described by many as a precursor to the shoegaze sound. On which Beach Boys album did this track appear? Was it 2020, Surf's Up, Sunflower, or Smiley Smile? All I Want to Do is the Beach Boys track that's been considered to be foundational for shoegaze. Is it on 2020, Surf's Up, Sunflower, or Smiley Smile?
No, I'm certainly not smiling about this question. I mean, quite in the dark here. What was? Say it again. Sorry.
2020, Surf's Up, Sunflower, or Smiley McSmileface?
The second one, Surf's Up.
Ooh, Phil, we got him. We got him. We got him.
I'm afraid it was Sunflower.
It was Sunflower,
which I think was 1970, if I'm not mistaken. I've never. Do you know? I don't remember that track. I have to listen to that again because I must admit I can't remember that track from when I've heard that album.
A bit of blue tack is coming off one of the posters.
It is, yeah. Don't worry. One of the Enya vinyls has just been loaded into the van. Right. We're on to the next one. We're on to question 7. The Sound of Confusion is a track by which band? My Bloody Valentine, Slow Dive, Swerve or Spaceman 3?
Spacemen 3.
Spacemen 3. Okay, Philster.
And they went on to Spiritualized, didn't they? I think
they did. They did. Members. Of this parish, of this rugby parish.
I think that's it's not the first 3, so I think it's got to be Spiritualized.
Or Spacemen 3.
Spacemen 3, sorry, yeah.
It is rugby's finest, our hometown of its finest. It is Spacemen 3. Oh, Jason, what's his name? Jason
Pierce.
Pierce, that's it. Yeah, Jason Pierce.
Okay.
So that's 6 out of 7.
6 out of 7. It's all to play for. It's all to play for.
It's all to play for.
Okay. Number 8. The American band, the Drop 19s, were from which US city? Was it Chicago?
Hey, Chicago.
Chicago town.
Boston, Miami, or New York?
Boston.
Oh, Philster.
Do you think you got that? What do you think, Sam? Do you think you got that right?
Yeah, I think the Pilgrim Fathers, where they settled, Boston, Plymouth Rock. So,
Pilgrims.
Yeah. There's a connection.
He's Boston.
He's Boston it. You like what I did there?
Yeah.
It is indeed
more than a feeling, Boston.
Yeah. More than a feeling.
I actually listened to the Drop 19s the other day, so a couple of tracks, and I thought it was really good. So
they're kind of like mixed with more sort of grungy. They've got a very American sound to them.
It was good. I liked it. I may listen to a bit more. Ben's got question 9.
I have. It's just been flown in by Pigeon. Thank you, Pigeon. In 1992, Catherine Wheel released the album Ferment. Which English seaside town did the band come from? Was it Lowestoft, Hunstanton, Scarborough, or Margate?
Say them again, please.
Lowestoft, Hunstanton, Scarborough, or Margate?
Yeah, well, that's thrown me off a bit because I thought they were Great Yarmouth, but maybe Wikipedia got that wrong. I mean, the nearest
maybe
place...
we've been in and changed Wikipedia.
Yeah, maybe you're one of the donators or something.
Yeah.
You're rigging this quiz.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I guess I'm going to go for Margate just because I think it's down that neck of the woods, isn't it? It's like East Anglia.
Ooh, you're a bit far down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ben, because when I've just looked this up on Wikipedia.
Oh, here we go. Give the man one job.
And it says that they were from Great Yarmouth and Lowestoft. And I don't, for some reason, I didn't.
Oh, it's going to be some debate then whether I get this point or not.
Well, because you came out with Great Yarmouth.
So I think the point goes to...
You definitely deserve that point because you came out with Great Yarmouth and we hadn't even given it as an option. Yeah. So you knew it. So that's correct, definitely.
Beautiful.
One job, Phil. One job.
I had one job and
you got sacked from that.
I failed miserably.
Yeah. It's really disorientating because the screen, I suppose everybody's is the same. Mine's the opposite to the way I'm moving, and it weirds me out when I'm looking at it. So if I'm moving right, I'm moving left, and it weirds me slightly.
Like confused, like the posters and stuff. And,
they're
moving the opposite way to where I want to go.
I'm liking the posters in the background. So it's what's the next question, Philster?
Number 10 is the next one, which is I think you're going to know this. I don't reckon you'll even need multiple choice on this.
This is going to be Ride, isn't it? My favourite.
No, it's not.
It's not right. Who produced the Lush album Spooky? Who produced Spooky? Was it Robin Guthrie, John Leckie, Owen Morris, or Ed Buller?
That would be Robin Guthrie from the Cotto Twins.
It is Robin Guthrie.
It is, yeah. John Leckie, didn't he do Stone Roses?
He also did The Storm in Heaven as well with the.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
guy
and Owen Morris was. Yeah, and Owen Morris was obviously Oasis.
Do you know what? So far, Ben, Sam has got all questions correct apart from what about the Beach Boys?
Yeah, that's because nobody gives a about the Beach Boys.
Whoa! Oh, yeah, but don't open that crate again.
Yeah.
That was that. Yeah. I saw that video and you got loads of dislikes and stuff, didn't you?
Yeah. I don't mind the Beach Boys. I just it's their harmonies that just bug me. So anyway, question 11. You're going to like this one. The first two Lighthouse family albums were... That's not really. The first two EPs by Enya... No, it's not really. The first two EPs by Ride, titled Ride and Play, were combined together into an album for North America, released by Sire Records.
Smile.
But what was... God damn, Phil, I told you to make this quiz harder. It was, in fact, Smile. Yeah, lads, you're going to take the Enya round to me mum. Yeah, I know she doesn't want them. She's already got 25 copies, but she's going to have to make do with that extra 100 copies. Yeah, I know. Yeah, cheers, lads. It was Smile. The other options were Silver, Like a Daydream, or Perfect Time. So... there we go.
Which are actually tracks from those EPs.
Oh, are they? Oh, wait there. Can I do this?
Yeah.
All right. Question 12, Philster. Question 12.
Okay. The Boo Radleys, who started off as Shoegaze.
I know the answer to this one.
Okay. The Boo Radleys were named after a male character in which American classic novel? Was it To Kill a Mockingbird, The Catcher in the Rye, Of Mice and Men, or The Great Gatsby?
To Kill a Mockingbird. I've seen that at the theatre. Just a little fun bit of trivia there.
Phil's going to have to check this because Phil's got this down as The Catcher in the Rye, and I'm sure it was To Kill a Mockingbird as well.
Is that right?
Oh, God. Yeah. One job, Philster.
For some reason, I put the correct thing against the wrong thing. It is To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, we might as well just give up, Philster. Right, question 13. What was the original name of the band Lush? Arabian Nights, Alphabet Soup, Baby Machines, or Nuggets?
Yeah, this is one I'm actually a bit stuck on, to be honest, man.
Well, to be fair, you can give us any answer because the answer we probably got down here was wrong anyway. What job did you get sat from, Phil? Was it questionnaire on Mastermind?
That was the one, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Setting the SATs test for 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
I think Baby Machines rings a bell from somewhere.
That's also the name that mine and Phil's folk jazz funk fusion duo used to go under that name, didn't we, Phil? Baby Machines.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your instincts are correct, Sam. You are right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Well done.
Well done. Thank you.
I've got a lot of Enya albums to get rid of. Question 14. It's your question, Phil. So you're on the even ones.
So we're on 13 points out of 14 questions so far.
Yeah.
And that was about the Beach Boys.
I'm not saying a word. I'm not getting into trouble with anybody.
Okay, we're still on the subject of Lush.
We are.
So Emma Anderson of Lush is credited as the writer of 3 songs on their Mad Love EP. But which song on that EP is credited to Mickey Berenyi?
Oh, this is hard stuff now. Wow, we're getting we're getting intense here. This is like
I've got 150 Enya albums I need to get rid of. So
is
going
it
for deep cuts here?
Is it Deluxe, Leaves Me Cold, Downer, or Thought Form? So which of those was credited to Mickey rather than Emma of Lush? Was it Deluxe, Leaves Me Cold, Downer, or Thought Forms?
Can I go with Thought Forms?
Phil.
Yeah. Ben.
Phil, I would like to say we've got him, but the chances are that you've probably marked down the wrong answer. But if you haven't marked down the wrong answer, then we've definitely got him. Is that the album that he's got the EP there? He's checking it. Let's see if Phil is right. We've got it down as Leaves Me Cold.
Thought Forms is there.
It is there. It is Leaves Me Cold.
Oh, no.
It is Leaves Me Cold. So that's 2 wrong. We're on the march, Phil.
That question left me cold, that's for sure.
Yeah. Right. Question 15. Which Chapter House EP includes a cover of the Beatles song Rain? Is it Free Fall or Sunburst?
Sunburst.
I bet you've got it to hand as well, haven't you? You have. I can
got
tell.
it here somewhere.
That.
I'm trying to reach for it now. Yeah. I don't know if it's in here. Got a few EPs. Got a few shoelace EPs and albums.
I'm liking that. I'm liking. You can see some of my collection behind me here.
Yeah, shoelace collection, as somebody called it once.
Yeah, see, I like that sort of denotion for it. Is it denote? I don't know. But
we have 9 minutes left.
Yeah,
guys,
sorry about this.
We're limited on this call, but it's no worries.
Because I'm tight. That's why I won't pay you for the full version.
That's what it is. So we've got to smash out the last 9 questions in 9 minutes. A minute a question. Let's go speed round, Phil.
Okay. Ben, number 16.
Yeah, it's you, Philster.
Oh, it's me. Of course, there's an even number question, isn't it? We said
one job.
Okay. So Chapter House reformed in 2008 and appeared at the Truck Festival in Oxfordshire after Ulrich Schnaus, formerly of Tangerine Dream.
The Truck Festival. What the hell?
Yeah. Ulrich Schnaus, formerly of Tangerine Dream, invited them to join him on stage for his cover of which Chapter House song? Was it Love Forever, Breather, Something More, or Don't Look Now?
I know Ulrich Schnaus did a cover of a very dancey cover of Love Forever.
You are correct.
Oh, correct. Right, question 17. Which member of Chapter House had the most songwriting credits on their debut album, Whirlpool? Was it Andrew Sheriff, Stephen Patman, or sounds like a Poundland, Patman, or okay. Russell Barrett? Barrett.
I'm going to go for Mr. Pac-Man.
Ooh, you're wrong. It's Andrew Sheriff.
Really? I shot the sheriff.
But I did not shoot the deputy. Philster, question 18 on to you.
I shot myself in the shoe there.
Yeah, you did. Literally.
See what I did there?
I did. I like that.
Okay. Sam, you'll know this surely.
Who knows?
When Slow Dive formed, they advertised for a third guitarist. Christian Saville was the only respondent, but the advert had called for a female guitarist. He wanted to join the band so badly. What did he offer to do? Did he offer to wear makeup, wear a dress, change his name or undergo gender reassignment surgery? What did Christian Saville offer to do to join Slowdive? Did he offer to wear makeup, wear a dress, change his name, or have surgery?
Yeah, I've heard of this story. I think it was wear a dress.
It was wear a dress.
It was wear a dress. How many minutes have we got left, Philster?
You've got 6.5 minutes.
Cool. Which track on Slowdive's Savaki album?
Savaki, yeah.
Yeah, has a writing credit for Brian Eno. He also plays keyboards on it.
I thought this question was going to come.
Is it 40 Days, Melon Yellow, Sing, or Here She Comes?
Oh, I thought he had 2 credits on that album. What was the question again? What was the
which track on Slowdive's Savaki album has a writing credit for Brian Eno? He also plays the keyboards on it.
As I recall, when I put this question together, he plays keyboards on 2 tracks, but there's only one that he has a writing credit on.
Okay.
So that 40 Days, Melon Yellow, Sing, or Here She Comes.
I think the one he was most involved with was Sing.
He was.
He was. Yep. The last 5 questions, Philster.
Here comes the nerd alert
6.
paper.
Okay, what's the longest track? We're still on Slowdive's Savlaki album, still on the same album by Slowdive. What is the longest track on it? It clocks in at just under 6 minutes. Is it Savlaki Space Station?
Yeah, it's got to be that one.
Machine Gun, When the Sun Hits, or Altogether? You're going for Space Station.
It's got to be the Space Station.
He's smashing this out of the park, Phil. So he's smashing it out of the park.
It is absolutely smashed out of the park. That is correct.
We're now into the whatever the thing they call it in the 2020 cricket where you can go hell for leather. Slowdive covered the 60s song Some Velvet Morning, which had been written by which American artist? He recorded it with Nancy Sinatra. Was it Arthur Lee, Lee Hazelwood, Jimmy Webb, or Scott Walker?
I think it's Lee Hazelwood.
Oh, there's a home run coming, Philster. He's smashed it out the park again.
Okay.
22.
In 1978, Kevin Shields and Colm O'Keesog, later of My Bloody Valentine, first met as children at what type of sporting event? So Kevin and Colm from My Bloody Valentine, did they meet at a karate tournament, a hurling match, or a Gaelic football match? Karate, hurling, or Gaelic football?
No idea.
Go on, take them.
You might have had me here.
No, we have.
So what was it? Hurling, Gaelic football,
or karate?
Well, I mean they're in Dublin, aren't they? So you would think Gaelic football would be logical. So I'm going to go for Gaelic. I'm going to go for Gaelic football.
It is.
Our survey says
it is the only non-Irish event on there. It was karate tournament.
Oh, jeez.
Question 23. Which My Bloody Valentine EP was released just prior to the Loveless album? Was it Gilda, Tremolo, or Ecstasy and Wine?
It's here somewhere.
He's going for it. Has he got the answer to hand?
I think it's Tremolo EP.
It is the Tremolo EP. It is. What was it? 2 wrong, Phil? 3 wrong? 3 wrong, isn't it?
There's 4 wrong at the moment.
4 wrong. 4 wrong. So question 24 while Sam
21.
digs that out. Has he found it?
Okay, Sam, the self-titled...
The glider one I found, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, self-titled EP by the American band Ringo Death Star was released by SVG Records.
Great name.
It is
released in the UK by SVG Records in what year? Was it 2005, 6, 7, or 8?
This is their debut album, yeah.
It was their self-titled debut EP, Ringo Death Star, and it was released in the UK first by SVG Records. What year did it come out in the UK? Was it 05, 06, 07, or 08?
So this is one I should get because this is actually from my generation. So
yeah, it is. As the Who once said.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for. I think the debut album was 2008. So I reckon that EP was probably like a year before. So I'm gonna go for 2007.
Oh, I thought he was gonna get it wrong there, Philster.
He's worked
it again. He has. Well. Right, the final question, and there is no multiple choice on this one. But Lush's Sweetness and Light album had a cover design by which legendary graphic artist, famed for his work with the 4AD label? He's gone looking, hasn't he? He's gone looking for the answer.
There it is.
Oh, he's got it to hand as well.
Sweetness and Light EP. Signed by the beautiful Mickey herself.
Wow.
Oh,
she hasn't got her red hair these days, though.
So who designed the cover? We are in the final minute of the show.
Right.
We're in the final minute of the show.
Sorry. So it's Vaughan Oliver.
It is Vaughan Oliver. That is 21 out of 25. That is bad. Bloody good going. Or bloody Valentine going.
Yeah.
Sam, I'm very impressed.
Thank you, guys.
So that gives you 84%. And the ones you didn't get, most of them weren't actually really perhaps properly
shoegaze
in the first place.
Yeah.
This has been an episode of Full Record Jacket with me, Phil, and he, Ben. And thank you very, very much to Sam Mortley for coming on. We are going to We're going to keep shoegazing. It's been a pleasure. Thanks, Sam. We're going to keep shoegazing. Keep doing that too.
Yeah.
Mine smell. They're on the floor. Oh, Philster.